Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a little long, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna start with the 8th, ninth, and 10th chapter. This is just a short summary of Bhagavad Gita that I'm telling you. But to get the true fruit out of it, to get the whole truly meaning out of it, you have to touch the book, read the shlokas, understand the meaning yourself. But just for in short, I'm giving you a very short summary of each chapter. New to my channel, subscribe to my channel so every time I upload a new video you get the notification about it. And if you like this video, kindly share and subscribe. Okay, so in this 8th chapter, um so in the last 7 chapter, if you have seen my video of Gita, Lord Krishna had described in the end of this chapter using these 7 words: Brahma, Adhyatam, Karma, Adhibhut, Adhidev, and Adhiyajna. So, getting clarification of these 6 words, Arjuna at the beginning of the 8th chapter put some 7 questions to him. That what are these? So, Krishna said, Supreme imperishable is called Brahma. One's own self is called Adhyatam. The path of spirituality is called Adhyatam. And the pursuit of mind of the Lord is called karma. The universe consisting of fine, subtle elements like earth, water, fire, air, and ether, water, is called the Adibhut. From the term Adhidev has been used for Brahma. O best of the embodied Arjun, in this body I am the Adhidev, means Adhiyajna. And therefore ask Arjuna to think of him all times while fighting the war. We surely come to him time of death. And who told him also, like, that by yogic power, firmly holding breath between two eyebrows at the time of death, concentrating on God with a steadfast mind and full devotion, he reaches the Supreme Lord. This is the technique that has been told by Lord Krishna to Arjuna in this 8th chapter. He also told about Brahma, whose a day consists of 1,000 years. That's a day consists of thousands years and 4 yugas. That means the 4 yugas has been passed. That is just one day of Brahma, and his night lasts another, thousand fourfold yugas. All manifest things brings emanate from the manifest at the time, at the commencement of the Brahma's day, and at the beginning of his night, it merges into the unmanifested form of this Brahma. This was all in the 8th chapter. Now we come to the 9th chapter. In 9th chapter, there is the Raj Vidya Yoga has been given, that is the science of sovereigns and royal secrets. There is also description of new creation, final destination, and there is also description of the God's glories in the form of effect and cause. And here again in this chapter, it's all about knowledge with the realization of God, and by knowing which you will be free from evil, that is the evil of worldly birth and death. So he said that all this universe is in him in his unmanifest form, and all being abide in him, just as the wind moves everywhere, and all beings rest in him, and all beings at the time of pralay merge into his prakriti and at the end of the kalp, and he himself, Lord Krishna himself, create them against at the beginning of the next kalp. And the Lord Krishna himself is a Vedic ritual sacrifice offering, offerings to the departed. He is the medical herb, the clarified butter that is used in the Havan Yagya. He's everything. He's a Yogmaya himself, and whoever offers him with devotion a leaf or flower or maybe a fruit or water, he just accepts it with love and devotion. That is the true to yourself, getting to know Krishna, and you will be free from all the bondages. This is a kind of a secret that has been told to Arjuna in the field of Kurukshetra in the 9th chapter. Let's move towards the 10th chapter. I just want to tell you guys, this 10th chapter is quite amazing. Please do read it thoroughly when you read Bhagavad Gita. So in this chapter, glories of the divine Krishna has been spoken about, and glory of God of yoga. What is the reward of knowing them? Out of love and devotion, Arjuna asked Lord Krishna that, how can I just get into you, know to you, just like meditating on you? How can I get to know you more? So, like, who are you, having all these supreme powers? So he just told to Arjuna that, neither God Devtas nor the great rishis know the secret of his origin, nor he is the, he's the prime cause of all gods, and as well as the great sages. So intellect, wisdom, delusion, joy, sorrow, all these human feelings, the diverse feelings of human creature, emanate from Lord Krishna alone. And you can all have this knowledge only by surrendering yourself to the Lord's feet and do his bhakti. And when the bhakt do so, he wants to confer something on him, so destroy ignorance both around darkness. So a devotee's life can be free from sorrows. That is, only is detach yourself from the attachment. Only then you can devote yourself, you know. So he asked the power of yoga. After knowing this, Arjuna asked Lord Krishna, what is the power of yoga? Who are you, basically? So Krishna said to Arjun, I am the self, or conqueror of sleep, seated in the hearts of all beings. I am the beginning, the middle, and also the end. He also said, ki among 12 sons of Aditi, he is the Vishnu. He is the sun radiant luminaries. He is the glory of Marus and the moon among stars. Among Rudras, when we talk about Rudras, he is the Shankara. If we talk about Rakshas, he is the Kuber. And among the Vasus, he is the god of fire. And among the mountains, he is the Meru. Among the Vedas, he is the Samved. Amongst the Indra, he is the god. He is the, among the king of Dev. Means Indra, the Devta king, is also Lord Krishna, Lord Narayan only. And among priests means the Pandit. O Parth, know me to be their chief, Brahaspati. Means Lord Brahaspati. We know that Lord Brahaspati is known by the guru of all the Devtas, but among all the Pandit, the Brahaspati known as the best Pandit. And among the generals, the army of Devtas, he is known as the Skand. Among the Nags, the water snakes, he is Anant. Of aquatic creatures and water gods, he is the Varun. Among the mains, he is Aryan. And among regulators of life, he is the Yam, the death of God. And among demons, he is known as Prahlad. O Arjuna, I am the beginning, the end, and also the middle of all creation of sciences. I am the science of the self. In debates, I am logic. Means he is a logic when you talk about the debating thing. And I am the all destroying death. I am the origin of future beings. Of females, I am Kirti, Shri, Vag, Smriti, Medha, Dhriti, and Sama, the goddesses presiding over the qualities fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and progression, respectivity. Among the members of the Yadav, I am Krishna. Among the Pandavas, Krishna said, I am Dhananjay. Among the sages, I am Vyas. And among the seers, I am the sage. Shukra means the Lord Venus. O harasser of foes, there is no end of my divine glories. There is only a brief description by me of the manifestation of my glories. Every such thing that is glorious, brilliant, or powerful, know that is to be manifestation of a spark of my splendor. Means whatever blinking things, stars, sun, moon that we see in the sky, all the bright things, all the non-bright things that we see in this universe actually is all the manifestation of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. It's all one. We can only get to him by devoting ourselves to him, not expecting anything in return. It's only about your karma, like I have talked about in my 4th and 5th chapter about Karma Yoga. That is the only best way that you can get to Lord Krishna, and all your paps, all your bad deeds, you will be free from it, of the Punarjanam, of this Janam as well. Okay, and at the end of telling all his glory to Arjuna, he said in the end of this 10th chapter, or what is need there for you, O Arjuna, of detailed knowledge? I stand support the entire universe with a single fragment of myself. So this words means that God has manifested himself in the form of the world because he is the pervaded as well as the pervaded. The Lord wants to draw attention of the fact that only he is of all. If a striver pays attention to him, then he doesn't need to know anything in this world rather than his divine glory. And when I, who am the base, support, illuminated, and seed of all divine glories, I am sitting before you, then what is the need of thinking of my divine glories? So this was all in this 10th chapter. I just hope that you like my video. Kindly subscribe to my channel, share and like.